I'm going to read you some excerpts from my poem for the End of Time, which I wrote 12 years ago, but a lot of the stuff has actually happened. America, be righteous over your kingdom. Love your neighbor. America, Mother Hell and Father Lie have poisoned all the apple pie. America, I am the guardian of your secrets. I tore a hole in my destiny trying to understand you, and now I am no longer an innocent. Bless me, my neighborhood, for I have sinned. Bless me, for I have sinned against your Holy Spirit. Every second was a waking dream. Every minute was a walking spell. Brother of Francis, pray for me. It was weird and cold and dark here. $45,000 in credit cards equals $20 out of some CEO's pocket. The gypsies are no longer funny, my neighborhood, and I am no longer an innocent, my neighborhood. What a feral, fucked up riff on the Walden experiment, my neighborhood. But you see, I was trying to live deliberately, my neighborhood, to front only the essential facts of life, my neighborhood, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, my neighborhood, and not when I came time to die discover I had not lived, my neighborhood, and my eyes were no longer blind. America, your skull-shattered martyrs are fucked into the god symbols of music, are fucked into emerging markets, are fucked into your frontiers slouching toward the rough beasts of Bloomberg, are fucked into irony, are fucked into your genetically altered apple pie. I tore a hole in my destiny trying to understand you. Oh, why did I ruin myself, brother of Francis? Why did I ruin myself? I've seen too much. A bell tolled in my neighborhood. Books rose from the flames in my neighborhood. A candle fucked someone in my neighborhood. God, please rebuild my church, my neighborhood. As you can see, I am falling into ruins, my neighborhood. I sing shrilly of dark salvation. I sing shrilly of essences. I sing of Douglas firs burning in the moonlight of Twin Peaks. They are burning over the Black Lodge, set my people free. Come to us, Emmanuel, not on a lawnmower riding over the lost highways of collapsed daylight. Not with Lula and Sailor riding into the desert, past accidents, past blood, past tons of backward speech, past the bodies of raped homecoming queens, she's dead wrapped in plastic, past the body of a virgin washed over by ocean dross, over a face drawn in sand at the edge of a sea, alone with my visions of skull-shattered martyrs. I call out to you, my love. I sing in the shower to you, my love. I turn on all the lights, my love. I kiss your beautiful wounded hands, my love. Your hands full of virgins, your hands full of blood. How to understand it, how to translate it. Brother of Francis, I've seen too much. In my neighborhood I spoke in the tongues of angels. In my neighborhood I spoke in the tongues of men. In my neighborhood a gong resounded. In my neighborhood a cymbal clanged. A bell tolled, a book slammed shut, a candle sputtered out its last. I tore a hole in my destiny. Now I hang in a field of blood. Brother of Francis, pray for me. Go fuck yourself with your 30 pieces of silver, my neighborhood. Shove it up your goddamned ass, my neighborhood. I eat you like a tiger of shame, like a little girl, a tiger of shame. The rain is falling now on these words, my neighborhood, stating these pages as I write, my neighborhood. And I've written that the baptism of the insider is a lettered feat. And I've written that the great god Dionysus tore the babes from their mothers' wombs and made them suckle the firewater instead of the breast. And I've written that he whipped them with the purple vines, and with the purple vines he baptized them. I wrote those words after I left my neighborhood, after I was forcepted a second time from your womb, my neighborhood. Now I am speaking these words, smearing their black love across the warm autumn rain, my neighborhood. I am speaking these words, and you can't stop me, my neighborhood. The wind is blowing fiercely, my neighborhood. I sing shrilly of dark salvation. I sing poems and self-help books. I sing sunsets. I sing sunsets. I sing irony into the skull-shattered walls of oblivion. I sing Bloomberg. I sing blood. My neighborhood, what did you do to your holy spirits? They are raped by the candles of irony, my neighborhood. The bells are tolling in my neighborhood. The books are filling up with resounding cymbals, my neighborhood. I lift up my candle, my neighborhood. The rain is falling even harder, my neighborhood. I am speaking this poem as I am writing it, my neighborhood. People are walking by wondering what I'm doing, my neighborhood. When they ask me, I ask them to bless them, my neighborhood. The last man said he would bless everyone, my neighborhood. In this river of stars that runs through us all, my neighborhood, I will ride over scalene dreams in a paper boat, my neighborhood. My words will rise like phoenixes, my neighborhood. Alone, 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 from Ocean Avenue to Brooklyn Heights, from Coney Island to Far Rockaway, from Brooklyn Bridge to Golden Gate, from the communion of saints to the forgiveness of sins. And irony is the most wounded bird of all, my neighborhood. Her wings are painted black, my neighborhood. She covers her knees with a shawl, my neighborhood. She rocks back and forth in the dusk, my neighborhood. Perhaps some raggedy sense will in fact sneak back into our lives, my neighborhood. Irony is the most wounded bird of all, my neighborhood. She speaks like Diane Sawyer, yet she's a Jedi Knight, my neighborhood. She rocks back and forth and cries all alone, my neighborhood. 20 centuries of stony sleep, my neighborhood, and we will have to get down on all fours and eat the grasses of the mall. And because the poem is really long, I'm just going to read some other stuff in it. Remember the black jars and stony sleep. Remember the visions of skull-shattered martyrs, the apocalypse boats of scalene dreams. Remember the rowing of penance, the rowing through all its stages. Remember the tearing of holes in destiny. Remember the squares that were darkly blue shining in sunsets of blood. Remember, well digger in the wind. Remember the signifiers clinging to us like bloody hooks. Remember the skeletons rattling bathrooms. Remember the forest full of suffixes. Remember in the bosom of Mother Hell, on the shoulders of Father Lie. Remember the B on fire, the R on fire, the double O pried apart by burning clamps. Remember the K of the trial, and what have I done? Remember the low murmurs in L-shaped rooms, the why asked of the once he was washing the world, what an infinite, annihilated, eyed. Remember the end of God is here, God is here. Remember that light was salvation. Remember your Holy Spirits and all that is seen and unseen. Remember in hatred, injury, doubt, despair, darkness, sadness, and their dear sister Irony, who is the most wounded bird of all, who weeps in secret in her raggedy shawl. Remember your birds grazing each other's hair from Ocean Avenue to Brooklyn Heights, from Coney Island to Far Rockaway, from Postman Books to City Lights, from Brooklyn Bridge to Golden Gate, from brother sun to sister death, from Paris to NYC, from Indonesia to Brazil, from Africa to Kosovo, from Alpha to Omega, from Aleph to Tau, Tau marking our heads where we weep without ceasing. Remember the low murmurs in L-shaped rooms. Remember in hatred, injury, doubt, despair, darkness, sadness, and their dear sister Irony. Remember through the tearing of holes in destiny. Remember the fours that were darkly blue shining. Remember the sunsets full of blood, full of blood. Remember that the Creator loves us very much, and that the Creator has given us a shot of His presence, and that we are stars in the same endless river. I lift up my candle, my neighborhood. I call out to you, my neighborhood. I sing in the shower to you, my neighborhood. I turn on all the lights, my neighborhood. For this we were given a voice, my neighborhood. For this we were given a voice, my neighborhood. For this, for this, for this, and for this. For this we were given a voice, my neighborhood, my neighborhood, my neighborhood.